Alright, more
I had to
matches.
go get milk and cookies like the fat American that I am.
I didn't even get to order pizza. I took my dog out like a responsible person and then came back and it was time to cast more games. So Wurglicious playing some Tyranid Lictor Alpha versus Kingdom, sporting some Inquisitor action right here. We'll see how this goes.
We got some friendly banter here.
Always
Friendly
nice
interactions.
to see some friendly interactions. Alright, so we are on Calderis Refinery. A map that many say Lictor dominates in. Inquisitor, of course. Very potent, very bothersome commander. Lots of tricky spells, lots of stuns. Lots of ways to deal with the sneaky Lictor. I'm sure if Kingdom keeps playing the way we've been seeing, we'll see those Catechins come on the field before too long here. And Wurgl's sticking with that double Termagant build. We'll see whether he decides to go Raveners or Warriors to follow that up.
Lictor goes right after that point, invisible.
Yep, I mean the Sentinel can go up and stomp next to the point and find where the Lictor is. Yep, there he goes. Inquisitor chasing around some Termagants.
I am ready.
Processing the last request.
And Lictor just looking for trouble. Out on the hunt.
We have the target
About to find some fancy guardsmen, but it looks like he's just going straight
Looks like he
for
walks
the
right
VP.
by.
Yeah, he's probably going for that VP harass like he did last time.
Processing the last request.
But now both of those range squads are engaged and they're going to have to fall back.
Kingdom chases these two Termagants right off the map as well.
I have no fear.
Yeah, but I think Wurgl's in a better spot here. He doesn't really have any power to lose. I'm surprised he's not sending those Hormagaunts over to kill power. And he's decapping Kingdom's natural wreck right here. And triple Termagants coming out. Toxin Sack about to upgrade on one of them, so that Inquisitor's gonna need to get out of there.
Triple Termagants is a strat I have seen before, but never a strat I have seen work.
Who played that before that we saw? I know we saw someone.
I've seen Mr. Sparklelove do it when we played together. But,
maybe that's what I'm thinking of. That was quite a disaster doing it. But yeah, well, I mean, against the Imperial Guard, it's good to have that ranged firepower to really put the pressure on the Sentinel and keep it from running in to senselessly stomp you time and time again.
Termagants don't do any damage.
3 squads of them will. Just because not everything is big shooters doesn't mean it doesn't do damage.
Yeah, nothing can stand up to big shooters though. Alright, so anyway. Oh, we got the cross.
Oh, there it goes. Finally deciding to use that.
I have no fear.
And it did a lot of damage to those. Well, it did a fair amount of damage to those.
No, I mean and it holds them still, which when they're not in cover is worth its weight in gold. I saw Kingdom using that crossbow bolt pistol earlier, and never firing that crippling volley. So against an Orc player, which I thought was a mistake, when we were seeing that triple shooter build. So these VPs just running back and forth, both players just charging out, capping mid, and then falling back when the other player pushes in.
Kingdom definitely has a huge map advantage at the current time, however.
I have captured it as
yeah, I mean, both of his rec points are maturing right now, and has the neutral power right here. 2-0 cap as well. Gonna be start ticking those VPs down for Wurgl.
Oh, look at this. We also have a Warrior Brood out for Wurgl.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Kingdom really just needs to get out of there. He can't stand up to that.
That's going to be too much for him to deal with. Going to cost him a lot of guardsmen if he stays in there. And now that Sentinel is just on the run.
Flash hook on the Inquisitor over here.
We're losing a power node.
Nothing really. Ooh, actually, the Lictor might have to retreat from the Inquisitor, as he does.
Oh yeah, looks like it.
Generator coming up.
Demo Man coming down for those catechins. Taking their squad size up to 6. They're just 5 little badass Rambos right now. Those catechins got quite a nasty buff here. And now they don't bleed much at all, and the shots they do fire are just a bit more potent.
I really think that Demo Man will do very well against this.
Oh, and this is the perfect time to drop that crossbow bolt. There it is! Oh yeah! All 3 Gaunt squads. That is just awesome. They just moved into... I saw all 3 of them converging, and I was just hoping that that's what I was going to see. Oh man, look at those catechins just shred those termagants.
A power node. I protect the Imperium.
Inquisitor hiding in between those 2 pipes there from those Hormagaunts for a brief minute.
Signal received. New orders?
Sir, our advantage is slight.
And we're gonna have to see what Wurgl does here. Seems like the Inquisitor has a pretty solid hold on things right now. Didn't even have to drop that stomp. The Hormagaunts fell back. Knew they weren't going to be able to do anything over there.
I am ready.
Lictor Alpha still sitting vanilla. No real upgrades for him yet. Wurgl's going to be a little behind on power, it looks like. He hasn't spent as much, but he's definitely not got the income either.
They're both about the same. They're both going to go about tier 2 at the same time. Oh, the stomp missed the Warrior Brood.
Yeah, that stomp has quite a short range these days.
And there goes the crossbow, sticking both the Lictor Alpha and the Warrior Brood.
Yep.
And the catechins are just tearing up these termagants from behind.
Oh, that old reliable landed just a split second too late. Should have saved that for that double termagon.
Sentinel needs to move.
It's moving, but I'm not sure it's going to get out of there. Repair just barely saving it. Those termagants trying so hard to take it out, but costing them several models. Those catechins just shredding with every shotgun shot.
Upgrade order received.
With the cat
going tier 2 about the same time.
Yeah, just a few seconds apart from each other. These catechins now, with there's fewer models, it feels like they did get upgraded for each model's damage to balance out for having less of them. So each of those shotgun shots, the burst damage just feels like it punishes even more now.
I have no fear.
Let's get
and Wurgl spends almost most of his rec reinforcing. Kingdom's going to hit tier 2 with about 500 rec in the bank.
Yeah, that's going to make a big difference too, because Kingdom, of course, is just going to be bringing something big onto the field pretty much as soon as he hits tier 2. Wouldn't be surprised to see that Bane Wolf touchdown again that we saw in that last Orc game that he played.
Unfortunately, I am now out of cookies and milk.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Yes, it's tragedy.
And we can see Kingdom always has that Inquisitorial Mandate queued up almost instantly whenever he goes into tier 2.
Sir, reporting.
I mean, sometimes I feel like...
No.
Inquisitor looking at
in a tough position.
And there goes a
like
firebomb
get out of there.
Those termagants managed to get out of it, actually.
Unfortunately, these Warrior Broods are now like a third HP down. They really can't do a whole lot.
No, I mean, they're just going to pop at this point. And, what do we have coming down? Some Spore Mines. Pop them, pop them! Oh, man. Didn't really get anything with it, but, definitely forced everything off the field right there.
Kingdom really needs to do something in Tier 2. Stop this push.
Ready to
Banewolf at his own power farm right now would be the ticket, I believe. But we'll see what he does.
Well, that's kind of what I've mentioned. Oh, Ogren's coming on the field. All right. But like, if he hadn't bought that Inquisitorial Mandate, those Ogrens would probably already be charging toward his power right now, and it's not like he's used that yet.
Just to prove you wrong. There it goes.
Yeah, but I feel like he doesn't need it right
Our
here.
advantage is slight.
He could have made them waste their shots, and then used it. I feel like he's kind of a bit too ready to.
The Inquisitor seems.
Oh man, didn't do too much to that Lictor, but certainly knocked him out of commission for a second there. Flesh hook going down on that Inquisitor. Luckily, she retreated the second before it hit.
There we go. We got a retreat from Wurgl, so Kingdom's going to push out and take mid. However, the map control has shifted. Wurgl does have some of Kingdom's wreck decapped and capped for himself. Ooh, and the Zoanthrope killing Catechins in mid.
Oh man, gotta be very careful with that. Just a lone Catechin going down there, but still expensive.
So the generator is online.
Ogrens are already slowed up. Once they get hit with that Toxin Sax, they're not even moving.
Cadians are always ready.
And I find it interesting that Wurgl's played this entire time with only one generator.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. I mean, it's. I like listening to the Ogrens yell. They yell. Yeah, but no, it is weird that he hasn't filled that power
Our
point.
node is getting away from us.
But at the same time, it's not like he hasn't been getting what he needed. He's got a zone throw out, he's got an upgrade on his Lictor, he's got Adrenal Glands on his Warriors.
He's just not going to get anything tier 3. I mean, he's not going to be able to go. Ooh,
Right.
the Zoanthrope got the slow on the Sentinel. That Sentinel might be.
Yeah, I think
those
that's.
Catechins are right there.
Yeah, but they already used their old reliable, and down goes the Sentinel, and another Spore Mine drop going down already. Not probably going to kill any of these Catechins, but definitely do some damage to them. You can tell Wurgl's used to the old Catechins, which would take a lot more hurt from those Spore Mines going off. And Wurgl bringing some Gene Stealers up.
Gene Stealers is a great choice.
With Catechins on the field, I mean, well, I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, it'll be definitely. He's already got the Adrenal Glands, so why not get the Gene Stealers to try to combat these Ogrens? And but those Ogrens have just been getting hit with the slow shots all day, forced to retreat time and time again.
A second squad of Ogrens coming out for Kingdom.
Yeah, that's interesting. Not sure what to think of that. I feel like
With 3 Termagants, all with the Toxin Sax, I don't really think that's a great idea.
right. Plus the zone throw firing shots into your slowed down Ogrens. We'll see how it goes, I suppose.
Halt your progress.
But I don't.
I'm not sure the Zoanthrope can fire up that hill. Oh, those are the ugliest Gene Stealers I've ever seen with that dark green.
We're losing a requisition point.
Very buggy.
Yeah, he's forcing those Ogrens out. See, the Catechins aren't even with the army. He's not going to see those Gene Stealers. But he will be able to pop that Bonehead and knock them all over.
Oh, but just as time as all those Ogrens get knocked all over themselves by the Gene Stealers. Gene Stealers just having to retreat, taking a lot of fire from that Inquisitor while they were incapacitated.
Second group of ogres coming in.
Yep. And I think that was either 2 or 3 shots. Yep, they still got one more.
On that zone probe is actually doing some decent damage against those ogres when they're slowed like that.
Yeah, but it looks like they're out of... Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Not out of toxin shots at all.
Your reinforcements are here.
Processing the land.
Wurgl not liking that IG economy.
Yeah,
But,
but Kingdom's had power. I mean,
well, no, Kingdom's had power and hasn't really lost much. Like, all things considered, he's lost some guardsmen and maybe a couple catechins. Like, Wurgl's been losing lots of gaunts, at least in Tier 1, not so much in these past couple engagements.
I cap 200% of the map. Somebody should tell him that you can't ever cap 200% of any map. Oh, look at that. Did they just snipe the demo man?
They should have sniped the leader.
Oh, wow. That would have been really annoying if they sniped that leader and then went down to the Gene Stealers.
Oh, yeah.
The entire squad would die.
That's a strategic point for us, sir.
2 Ogrins is punishing force. Wurgl goes ahead and gets himself a second zone throat.
Right. We need all the help we can get.
Yeah, I mean, even with adrenal glands and synapse and everything else, those Ogrins are just going to charge in and do their rush, and then the other squad will do their bone rush.
It's interesting. You rushed them out of base to get them to where they are, but they're not fully healed. And
Their advantage is weaker.
interesting choice.
Thank the Emperor for these weapons.
Looks like this Lictor goes down. Lictor does go down.
Yeah, he does. Tried to do that combat jump right there. But, these Gene Stealers are actually punishing these Ogrins.
Yeah, Gene Stealers are healing up with every hit.
I mean, a lot of people
guard
continuously
and
talk
catechins.
about how Gene Stealers are useless, but we are not seeing that right now.
I love Gene Stealers. They're one of my favorite units to use. They bleed a lot, though, so you have to be very careful.
Right, I mean, that melee synapse obviously helps a lot.
Reporting enemy contact. Roger.
And what are we seeing here? Here comes the Bane Wolf, kind of late game, but with
Yeah,
those
with
2
2 zone
zones,
probes and Gene Stealers and adrenal glands, I think that's a horrible move.
yeah, it looks like that Bane.
These Gene Stealers,
Yeah.
even without the AB upgrade, will just tear that thing apart.
Oh, and there goes 2 more warp shots. It is down.
There it goes.
A waste of resource right there, indeed.
Inquisitor better pop that.
Inquisitor got chain
Oh,
knockdown
good.
right there, and she's probably going down.
Inquisitor is gone.
There she goes in a scream of agony.
This place is infested with tyranny.
Meanwhile, Wurgl's decapping the power down here. Not decapping, I guess he's gonna...
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
But man, I love those games with zone probes. You can just see the green craters everywhere. Oh man, those catechins doing some nasty damage to those Gene Stealers and forcing a mass retreat. With
Those
Ogrins in
might be able to
pursuit.
turn around and kill one of these zones if they get slowed.
No, those.
Oh, spore mines in the middle of those guard squads. He has to get those out of there.
Give them all we got. The Acadians want to test us.
And you can see
Nice
he canceled
use
his
of execute
retreat,
there.
yeah. But in the meantime, Wurgl's heading into Tier 3. He's gonna have to be very careful with those double zone throws with those Ogrins on the field. I mean, he's got enough slow shots that they shouldn't get anywhere near it, but one wrong move and those zones are going down. Of course, that would require those Ogrins to be able to get past that first volley of warp shots coming in on them.
Location.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 zones don't even need to warp shot on Ogrins. They do quite a bit of damage.
We're here. Let's get to it. Acadians reporting for duty, sir.
These Gene Stealers, I'm sure as soon as he gets Tier 3, will get the upgraded quals on those, and they will be very dangerous.
Ground is shaking.
Yeah, those Ogres just getting hammered by those zone throws. Pretty much walk out and have to retreat. Melee forces charging in on those guardsmen, not even hesitating. Although with those catechins hanging out, they might want to. Those zones need to fire on those catechins to take them out. Oh, instead they fire at the guardsmen. Not a bad idea, but now they need to get out right now. Oh no.
No, they still have Termagants there.
Oh, I didn't see the second squad of Termagants moving over there on that side. There goes a nice shot. And another slow. Wow, Wurgl's just using these Termagants, just keeping them spread out and dropping those slow shots whenever he needs to.
Drop a Hell Fury Strike over here on these Hormigons to see if he can stop them from capping the power. But they're just going to sit there and take it. They might even die there. Ooh, there you go, on retreat, they're dead. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Yeah. But either way, I mean, it's looking pretty rough for Kingdom. Kingdom's just not been able to get back out on the map these past couple
Kingdom
times.
really should have had his Ogrins that were capping in mid there in the retreat path of those. He could have easily gotten another one of those Adrenal Gland Warriors.
Yeah, that was odd. If you would have popped that, it may well have taken out that Hormigon.
Found a requisition point here.
But Wurgl really putting on the pressure. Those triple Hormigons, triple Termagants. Oh man, those are dead. Those are dead. Yep, there they go. So Ogren's taking out a squad of those Termagants.
It's okay, Wurgl didn't want to reinforce those anyway. As he goes and he gets himself Carnifex. And I see he brought back out a Hormigaunt with one model.
Yep.
He's just got too much Rector in.
Oh man, both those zone throw shots completely missing. That zone needs to get out of there right now. Looks like the Carnifex is saving the day. Oh, and Kingdom drops a GG. Wow. Loses an Inquisitor to Gene Stealers at the end there.
That was an interesting game.
No, I mean, I really thought Wurgl was on the ropes there for a minute, and then that double Zoan turned right around.
Yeah,
And,
it's hard to play against double Zoan.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel double Ogryn was not the choice he should have made right there. I mean, I feel almost anything else would have worked better.
Just not with 3 Termagants that all have slows on them already.
You've got the buttons, sir.